sun no longer rose the way it used to. In the small village of Illyria's Edge, mornings arrived quietly, wrapped in a pale gray light that barely touched the stone streets. Once, the sun had painted the rooftops gold, warmed the fields, and filled the air with life. But now, it lingered behind thick clouds, as if afraid to fully appear. At the center of this village stood a young girl named Leora. She was no different from the other villagers at first glance. Slender, quiet, wearing simple clothes stitched many times over. Yet there was something about her presence that made people pause, even if they could not explain why. When Leora walked through the narrow streets, lanterns seemed to glow a little brighter. Shadows retreated just slightly. Leora had been an orphan for as long as she could remember. She lived in a small wooden house at the edge of the village, where the forest began to whisper at night. Every morning, she stepped outside and looked toward the sky, hoping, praying, that the sun would return to its former brilliance. But each day, the light felt weaker, colder, more distant. The villagers spoke in hushed voices about the fading sun. Crops were growing slower. Nights were stretching longer. Fear moved silently from home to home, settling into hearts like an uninvited guest. Elders blamed ancient curses. Others spoke of forgotten magic. But no one had answers, except, perhaps, Leora. She first noticed it on a morning unlike any other. As she carried water from the village well, her fingers brushed against the cold metal handle. Suddenly, warmth spread through her hands. Not the warmth of effort, but something deeper, something alive. A soft glow appeared. Startled, Leora dropped the bucket. Water spilled across the ground, but she barely noticed. Her hands shimmered with a gentle golden light, pulsing slowly, like a heartbeat. She gasped and pulled her hands close to her chest, fear tightening her breath. The light dimmed, then vanished. The elder's voice was calm, but every word carried weight. She slowly unrolled the ancient scroll. Its surface cracked and yellowed with age. Symbols etched in faded gold shimmered faintly as candlelight danced across them. Leora leaned closer, feeling the familiar warmth rise in her chest. "These words were written before your village was built," the elder said. "Before the sun began to fade." She traced a finger across the scroll. "When the light weakens and shadows grow long, a child will rise from quiet beginnings. She will carry the warmth of the sun within her hands." Leora's breath trembled. The elder looked up. "That child is you." The room felt suddenly smaller. Leora wanted to deny it, to run, to hide. But her glowing palms betrayed her fear. The prophecy spoke of a relic called the Shard of Dawn, hidden deep within the crystal mountains. Only the bearer of light could awaken it. Only through sacrifice could the sun be restored. "You must leave the village," the elder said softly. "If you stay, darkness will follow." Tears filled Leora's eyes. "I'm not ready," she whispered. "No one ever is," the elder replied. "But the light chose you because you are strong enough." Outside, thunder rolled in the distance. The journey had begun.